how do I help somebody go silver right now? What is my process? Onboarding? Let's talk about it. For one, let's talk about the very, very beginning. Maybe you have someone who's like, hey, I'm a little bit interested in this business. And I would, at that point, I would say, okay, we can either talk here or I could give you a quick call and we can get all your questions answered way faster and honestly be way more fun. So can I call you tonight or is lunchtime tomorrow better? Give them a couple options, knowing what their schedule is and yours. Let them choose, get on the phone, asking them questions like, okay, tell me what interests you about this business. What would an extra $500 do for you and your family? Are you wanting to do this as more of a hobby or are you just like seriously interested about doing this for a business? Tell me kind of like what led you to this point. What's going on in your current job that's making you look for alternate things or your life or your situation. Tell me more about that, right? So I'm asking questions and I'm like, okay, I know you're interested. Are you ready? And if they're ready, I do one thing. But if they're not quite ready yet, I get them plugged into the Sunday night opportunity calls. And I'm like, hey, come listen to this. Afterwards, I'm going to message you and we're going to talk and we're going to decide whether you want to do this for real or if you are choosing to just kind of stay on your products, get on your products and stay in that lane. All right. So if they go to the op call, I message them after. I'm like, okay, dude, you can totally do this. I know you can. What are you nervous about? We talk through that. And I'm like, will you just trust me for 90 days? Give me 90 days. Let me plug you into our systems that work to help you get your first paycheck. And you can decide how fast or slow you want to go. Will you just trust me? And usually they say yes. All right. So then let's pretend that they kind of skipped the op call because you got on the phone with them and they're ready. Great. So they're ready to go. On our team, we have a call every other Tuesday. Usually it's like the second and fourth Tuesdays of the month. And there is a post pinned in our team page that says Silver Chat. Look for that. All right. So you are going to get them plugged into that. Hey, I know you're ready. You need to go ahead and do a couple things with them before you plug them in. One, I would help them make their first post. Two, I would help them start their list and I would help them start sending their first messages. Get their feet wet before you plug them in, if possible. If you can't, because they signed up on a Monday and the call's on a Tuesday, totally fine. But this is how I've been doing this. I'm like, okay, let's get on a call. I'm going to help you make your first post. I'm going to help you with what to say after that. And there's a call specifically for you this Tuesday. And it is seriously made to help you start better, faster, stronger, and more confident. And it's something our team does specifically just for us. It is just for you. You're going to get on it on Tuesday night, and I'm going to get on with you. And it's going to be great. If you can get on with them, great. You do not have to. You can totally just go to your own team call, plug them in, and then get with them afterwards. So anyway, that is something that you have specifically for them. We have a Silver Chat that starts. It starts the Friday before the call, ends the Friday after, and you get them plugged into that Tuesday call. And even if they're already silver and they haven't been on that call, it's really good because we talk a lot more about fears and the mindset behind what they're doing, and you get to talk more about the strategy and continue casting that vision. So anyway, I get them plugged in that silver call. I help them do their first actions. I help them make their first post, and I help them message for everybody who's liking and commenting, doing tons of three-way messages, celebrating every step. I'm watching these comments too, because sometimes people could comment things that are negative, or maybe they're commenting like, no, thank you, or they're getting no's right as they're messaging. So I'm getting behind that and being like, hey, this is super normal. Like, I got a lot of no's too. We're going to keep going till we help your first three. I got you. Trust me. We got this. And I'm celebrating the wins they're getting so that they can focus more on the on the gain, not the gap, the wins, not the hard stuff. Because the hard stuff's going to come. Totally fine. Totally normal. All right, you guys. So after you've done all of those steps, I'm helping them make a second post. I am helping them post some things that encourage interaction, like questions, and non-plexus things. I'm helping schedule their launch event and saying, hey, all the people you've talked to, all the people you've liked and commented, everybody on your list, we're going to invite them to a launch event. It's going to be so great. I'm going to do most of the work. You're going to get your people invited. I'm going to help you make it super successful. Trust me, we're doing this together. I'm in this with you. And then I help them do their launch event, you guys. And the follow-up from a launch event is just as important as the launch event itself. In fact, they don't work unless you follow up. I personally love to get on the phone with them after, help them send messages and follow-ups from the people that are commenting on their polls, people that are commenting on things, liking things, people that even were interacting at all, and following up people who didn't. So You guys, this is that's just getting people started, right? And then you get to plug them into things that are going to help them do more than that. Help them, give them baby steps. Like, hey, you just added your first 3, and maybe this month's incentive is an add 4 incentive, and you could be like, one more, and you get X, Y, Z. You game? Can I help you do that? So it really is a lot of hand holding, and also teaching them to do scary things and manage their mindset in the process. And you get to help them do that.